Philippines, after 611 years of slumber, Mount Pinatubo awakens with a vengeance. The volcanic ash turns day into night and devastates the country, killing 600 people. Incredibly, the tons of ash spewing into the atmosphere from Pinatubo will alter the weather worldwide and become responsible for a cycle of natural disasters yet to be matched.
At daybreak, when the eruption becomes visible, it appears to be over 10 miles wide. Pyroclastic flows roar down from the summit in all directions. Even from 15 miles away, these flows overwhelm the horizon. The 6 a.m. explosion is the 5th of the morning. It is large enough to create lightning as part of its own weather system. At 6:30, rain from the leading edge of Typhoon Yunya hits the area. General Studer calls it quits. He orders all remaining personnel to abandon the base.
We got down the road 5 miles, and we decided that we had been lacking in courage.
It was 4:10 in the afternoon, raining stones, pebbles.
Just dark, it's like the middle of the night.
It was raining. It was raining pieces of pumice that ranged inside from 2 or 3 inches to 5 or 6 inches big.
We've gotten this, it's a little bit larger than ash is what's falling right now from Mount Pinatubo, which has been erupting steadily all afternoon. We've also had a number of earthquakes and even some thunderstorms on a wild afternoon in the Philippines.
Thanks to the prediction, virtually everyone within 15 miles of Pinatubo was evacuated before the cataclysmic eruption. But the huge blast, coupled with the typhoon, spreads devastation far beyond the evacuation zone.
Billions of tons of ash are caught by lashing winds and torrential rain, turning the sky above Pinatubo into a boiling mudstorm. To those caught in it, it's as if concrete is pouring from the sky. House after house, building after building, falls to the devastating mudstorm. It happens quickly and without warning, crushing those trapped inside.
Towns like Angeles and Olongapo are buried in ash up to a foot deep. Innumerable roofs collapse under the weight of rain-soaked ash and the near-constant shaking from earthquakes. While tens of thousands of Filipinos suffer in the aftermath of Pinatubo, the evacuation has kept the death toll to under 500.
Torrents of water running off Pinatubo have collected massive quantities of hot volcanic debris. They are called lahars, dense mud flows, and they tumble over the lowlands like floods of liquid rock, crashing through towns, grinding everything in their path. For 15 hellish hours, the monster of Pinatubo hurls everything it can at the Philippines.
Weeks after the cataclysmic eruption of June 15th, Mount Pinatubo is still spewing forth ash and rock. It is now recognized as the largest volcanic eruption in 80 years.
It's approximately an order of magnitude, roughly 10 times the size of the Mount St. Helens eruption in 1980.
Driven by atmospheric winds, material from Mount Pinatubo circles the globe within weeks. It will remain in the atmosphere for years. filtering out enough sunlight to reduce average global temperatures for more than a full degree for up to 5 years. For the Filipinos, however, there are immediate problems to deal with. Three weeks after the eruption, the number of people displaced by Pinatubo is put at 250,000. 4 months later, 200,000 are still in evacuation centers. Their return home complicated by the problem of volcanic mud flows, or lahars.
That's lahar, or mud flow. They come down the slope at the rate of about 15 to 20 kilometers, and the density is about equivalent to that of flowing concrete.
While no one expects another major blast, Mount Pinatubo has not yet gone down for its much-awaited 600-year sleep. Eruptions still happen. Most are quite small, but some have required the evacuation of tens of thousands of Filipinos, and there has been loss of life. Property damage caused by mud flows may continue for a decade. Today, over a year after 1991's climactic eruption, Mount Pinatubo is generally quiet. Its huge new crater and lake serve as a powerful reminder of the violent potential of the natural world.
In 1990, a big earthquake hit Luzon, called the Great Luzon Earthquake. It was powerful and caused a lot of damage and sadness. The earthquake was a 7.8 magnitude and its center was in Nueva Ecija. It affected many places in Luzon, especially Baguio, Cabanatuan, and Dagupan. Buildings and bridges collapsed, causing many injuries and deaths. In Baguio, many buildings fell, trapping people inside. In Cabanatuan, a school collapsed while students were studying. Landslides and liquefaction happened in many areas, damaging homes and blocking roads. About 2,412 people died, and many more were hurt. After the earthquake, there were many smaller shakes that scared people even more. It also caused Mount Pinatubo to erupt, adding to the disaster. The earthquake caused a lot of damage and changed many lives forever. Are you prepared for the big one?
On November 8, 2013, the Philippines was hit on a strongest typhoon that ever make landfall in the Visayas. The Yolanda, or also known as Haiyan. Today marks its 11th year of commemorating the cease caused by the typhoon.
No!